Welcome back to Skyrim. I'm your host Alex, also known as Solanus Dracone, and we're going to be picking right back up today. Got my Adira all ready to go here. I got Benor in the background following me up in his nice new steel armor. At the end of last episode, we had just done a bunch of alchemy to get our money levels up, and of course we've got a couple of level ups that we did simply from what we've been doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to burn on Apprentice Conjuration because we will be using that soon enough, and I'd like to say use Mystic Binding and get the whole soul sword conjured blade thing up, but if you're doing it the right way, you're not going to really need all that. I think what's probably for the best right now is we're just going to carry around a perk. We're just going to have a perk on hand. So, next order of business. We've got a good portion of the stuff that we need to do what we're going to do, but there's a few things more that we need to get. So I'm going to travel over to Honningbrew Eatery. Okay, so here we are at Honningbrew Eatery. There it is right there. Turn east and start heading in that direction. What we're going for is, you can see that little cave on the map there? White River Watch. That is our next stop. The next thing we are going to need for my plan is going to be there. So, just catch butterfly. There we go. A skeever. You're overreacting a little bit, Benor, for a skeever. But, you know, more power to you. Following the road just a little bit eastward, when you get to about this set of bones, we'll start to turn and head up the path. It's just a curving path around here. And as we get close, we have been noticed, so new familiar goes out. Believe it or not, familiar is going to do a fairly good job against these... Well, I say that. Benor is going to do a better job. They'll take care of business. Things are a little bit better under control now that I've got a Benor in the mix. There you go. Alright, so still at this part of the game I am trying to make money, so I'm going to be getting all the hide armors off of people. Anything that's basically worth more than, you know, 10 gold or more, I'm going to be pilfering off of these guys, and we're going to be selling it right away. Don't forget the herbs on the table. Stop pushing me. And what does our chest have today? An iron greatsword. No thanks. I don't think we can use that. Now, just to let you know, okay, there is a certain goal, a certain thing that is limiting us on the next phase of our plan. We want to get to level 6 before we start really getting serious with what's to come. So, doing this stuff does kind of help lead up to getting to level 6 and starting our plan. Hide boots, hide bracers, and longbows. I'll be gathering those, and I'll be selling them. Those will be sold. Into the White River Watch. Hello, Ulfr the Blind.
Rodolph?
Yeah.
Boss was looking for you. Said he'd be up at the summit. Better not keep him. Who's that?
I don't know what the deal is with sometimes the double talk, but Ulfr's gotta die. Let's see. No, none of this stuff here. Okay. And of course Ulfr's book, which is just blank pages. Yeah. I should be making the switch over to light armor by now, so I'll go ahead and put on the boots and the bracers. That's fine. I don't want to be carrying around any heavy armor at this point. It'll make me too noticeable. Now here is what we're here for. 3 rune books on this shelf. I actually want 4. There'll be more further in the cave, so basically, I don't like to go into a cave unless I'm about to clear it out. I don't like to go into a dungeon just to get one thing and then leave. I like to actually finish the place out. And of course, there's lots of mushrooms hidden around here. Grab the mushrooms. They are ingredients, as usual. And it's go time. Familiar's probably going to get clobbered, but he'll do a little bit of damage and distract for Benor. Benor's good at his job. He'll be able to handle it. Hey, go take care of that guy. He'll be fine. Might as well pick up a fur helmet. I don't have anything to put on my head yet. There we go. How do I look? How do I look? Kind of dumb, but I'll have other headgear to put on. Looks like Benor got everything sorted. Good, good. He usually can handle bandits of this level. As we get a little bit deeper in, we find some extra stuff. There's an iron helmet that I'll give to Benor.
I'm still here.
You're always still here, Benor.
Lead on, then.
Now he looks the part. Okay, so when you get to this scenario, don't miss out on this. Activate the pull chain.
Right. That means it doesn't rip our throats out.
And that wolf's actually going to do a good job. Sounds like they got him. Just go ahead and send my dudes in and just set it and forget it. Benor and Familiar can take care of business. Can you sort the business out, Benor? There you go. Now you guys are getting involved. Don't worry, they got this. Don't miss out on the little potion that's in the cave where the wolf was. Always pick up the potions, because then that way we can sell them. Weak poison, anything that's in a bottle except for wine, pick it up. And of course, since we're running into, well, the first pickaxe we've run into, we're going to take and hang on to a pickaxe, and we will always have it with us forever. Now, this is a point where I will introduce another mod, instant mining. Click on the ore vein, it's immediately in your inventory. It's just a time saver, guys. Okay, there's nothing else to it, it's just a time saver. Oh yeah, we did come here for ruined books, and I want 4, so that'll be number 4. I just came back to this little shelf over here where the loot is hanging out. Actually, the loot's kind of valuable. I'll take it. Alright, so this is try number 3. This guy's actually really tough. So I'm not sure exactly how we're supposed to take him out. I wonder. Well, I'm not very good with swinging, so send out and boom, 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 boom. Just pile on the burning damage. That worked. He killed Benor 3 times in a row. Alright, good. So we're going to actually take his steel warhammer. He'll usually have a steel something. So that's better than what Benor is currently carrying. I'll take his hunting bow. Iron hand gauntlets. Your first guaranteed two-handed attacks do 15% more damage spawn. Very good. I'll take it. None of the iron stuff, though. There is an iron greatsword over here, but I don't want it. And we killed Hedge Var just because we could. So what's in our special chest now? Amren's family sword, so apparently this is where he sent us to do the deed. Excellent. And I'll take the hide helmet because it's valuable. Go ahead and give Benor the ruined books. And obviously give him the steel warhammer as well, because that's going to be better than what he's carrying. Off to Whiterun. And of course it's night, but if we put the quest marker for Amren's family sword on there, then we'll be able to find him wandering around town. Hey Amren.
You tried mercenary work?
Here's your sword.
Found it. I've been looking for.
Yep.
Thank you. Here, my father
and
had a favorite
the
sword
one-handed and shield increases. Just gets me a little bit closer to level 5, which then leads on to level 6. Also, I did forget, the Iron Hand Gauntlets, I believe that the 15% increase to attacks actually works for Iron Hand Gauntlets. I think it works for the followers, so I'll go ahead and put it on Benor. He could use a little bit of extra damage. And as it's night and I want to do some crafting and there's no place really available for crafting, then I think I'll just go ahead and wait until dawn. The daylight has come and we see Belethor walking towards his store. Arcadia usually opens up before Belethor. Belethor's a lazy ass. He's not open generally till like 10. So, real quickly, let's just go ahead and eat the new stuff. Just go down the list seeing anything that says unknown on the first position. I want to remind everybody at home not to just eat wild mushrooms you picked from the damn cave. And let's head into Arcadia's Cauldron and just do a little bit more alchemy to get our money up. Hitting level 5 as we're doing alchemy. Ooh, we've discovered fortified block, which is nice. I think we better go ahead and take that level up right now. Get more magicka in the pool. And to increase our survivability, light armor will take 1 perk in it. And of course, Bellathor. We're going to go ahead and sell off all of our random crap. All these hunting bows and arrows and weapons that we don't need anymore. I'm actually just going to sell off everything except my pickaxe. Alright, all tarted up and ready to go. Now let's consider our next step, because I'm still going to need a mammoth tusk, and I know where to get one, but seeing how Hedge Var basically screwed up Benor, we're going to have to see if that works out for us. But anyways, we're taking a walk out to Whiterun Stables. From Whiterun Stables, we will head west. And just giving it a couple seconds, you'll see the symbol for a giant's camp to appear on the map. We're going to start heading in that direction. We actually do want to visit the giant's camp. Here it is, Bleakwind Basin. And you can actually just stroll right into giants' camps. These guys will just be kind of wandering around. Giants actually don't mind you if you don't get too damn close. And there's a good chest here. And let's see, gold. I don't need the hunting bow. Well, I'll take it just to sell it. And yeah, I'll keep an iron ingot on hand. Giants camps are good to have when you're coming up later on in the game and you've got a little bit more means and you can actually kill giants and live to tell the tale. Then mammoths are actually an excellent source of grand souls. Our next course of action is we're going to start heading north by northeast. North by northeast until we see the little teepee appear. That is the halted stream camp. And halted stream camp is important for my plans. That's where I know for a fact that I can find some guaranteed mammoth tusks. Mud crab. Don't forget, mud crabs have stuff on them. Take the chitin. Good stuff. Now, occasionally when you're coming over any still standing water, check around. Usually, like in this spot, you might see a couple of dragonflies flying around. And this is actually a little bit new for me using... Hello, who's this? Who the hell are you, lady? Oh, it's a vampire. I think we can take him. Come on. Oh, Benor. Wow, that went very well. Nothing really good on her. Uh-oh, these guys have seen me. Alright, you kind of want this situation when you're coming up on bandit camps like this. Because if they run out to meet you, that means that they're a little bit more spread out. So come on, guys. I see you there. Benor, what's your deal? Why are you on a rock? Get off that rock, Benor. Come on. Benor, now's not the time. What's your deal, man? Go get him. Ooh, prioritize the mage. Oh no, he can ward. That's okay, Benor's got our back. An amulet of Kinrath? Sure, I got nothing else to get. And yeah, we made pretty good work of this camp here. It's still very dangerous going right now. Just be very careful as you're coming across all this. Ooh, hide armor and hide boots. Okay, so in the outside of halted stream camps, there's 2 chests. There's one right there, and there's one right over here. We'll go ahead and get whatever's in this one. Steel greatsword, huh? Nah, I think Benor prefers hammers. I'll get another iron ingot. And of course, watch out for trapped chests. This one's very obvious. Just some gold, 2 potions, and then, of course, we have the inside of halted stream camp to go. And this is where it can get really, really dangerous. Now, halted stream camp is an excellent iron mine. It's pretty much like the richest iron mine in all of Skyrim. And it's got something else in here guaranteed that we wanted to be here for. So, let's go ahead and take care of this guy. Just mine up some iron ore while we're at it. And here's where our mammoth tusks are. I'm going to take 2. 1 for me and 1 for Isolde. Good, that conflict over, just, grab all the iron ore that you can. I never take the key to the halted stream mine because, I get more experience out of it, but you know what? Yeah, I'm certain somebody's gonna start fussing about the fact that I'm using that lockpick mod at some point, so I'll just go ahead and take the keys. Why not? I won't gain the experience from that. How the hell did you manage to set that off? Alright, opening the store up, this is where it gets difficult, so I'm going to actually save here. This is where it gets tricky, and I expect we're probably going to have some deaths. I'm not worried about most of these people, and I actually kind of want them to come up here. Who I am worried about is the bandit chief. Okay, Benor's making short work of him. Tap, tap, tap. He just killed Benor. Yep. That's me, bugger. Look at me getting a level in light armor. Bandit chiefs are extremely difficult. Extremely difficult. You can kind of see an argument with how much Benor's dying here. You can kind of see an argument for leaving on the followers cannot permanently die thing, but again, I'm trying not to cheat. However, I just realized something that I should be doing already. Well, that makes things eminently easier. Burn, baby, burn. Yes, that went much better. Don't forget to use those things to your advantage, folks. Okay, with this area cleared out, let's see what the bandit chief had. I actually think Benor prefers axes over anything else, so I'll take that. And the bandit iron armor, no, that's not better than the steel armor that he's wearing. Let's give Benor the axe and see if he likes it.
What do you need? Let's go.
Looks like he does prefer axes. Alright, so in this area here, there's 1 coin purse here, there's 1 coin purse up here, and 1 chest in here. And of course in the back of the cave, this is a guaranteed spawn, the spell tome for transmute mineral ore, as well as a coin purse and several potions. Get all the potions. And obviously the chest. Orcish greatsword. Yes, that is what we want to see. That will be perfect for Benor. Don't forget to get the ore on the table and over on the shelf. And let's give Benor his new Orcish greatsword. That is going to be miles above anything else he could be wielding at this point. Perfect. Hopefully he can survive a little bit better. Now, the transmute mineral ore spell tome. That is guaranteed to be here, and it is hugely helpful. I'm going to favorite that, and I'm going to put it on both right and left hands. First, I'm going to just go ahead and finish out the mining of all the ore down here. Grab this vein, grab that vein. There is a mammoth skull trigger up there. That is right there, so try to avoid stepping on it. Or Benor might just set it off. And of course a bear trap. As well as this thing that drops that pot. There's no reason to trip that trap. So just head on up out of the cave. And outside of the cave there's just a few coin purses. There's a high elf, but he never has anything on him. There's a deer, and there's a large antlers for you to sample. And be very cautious and careful when you come up on this. See, when you can put your eye out like I almost just did. Let's get this out of the way. Just make that not an issue anymore. And somehow the bear trap got set again. Oh well. Do not walk over the steel plate, Benor. That thing can one-hit kill a person. There you go. Good man. And I do think that I've gotten all of the iron ore in this cave. Nope, there's one as well. And here's what we're going to do. And this is another mod that I've installed. It makes the alteration spell, transmute mineral ore, cheaper. Again, just a time saver, because here's what I would normally be doing. Just repeat, repeat, repeat. ad nauseum until I run out, then hitting that wait an hour, and letting my mana recharge. That is something I'm just going to be doing no matter how much transmute mineral ore costs, so again, this is just a time saver. I'm going to go ahead and transmute all of it. You know, I might as well take steel smithing, because steel is about what we're going to be using for right now, and I'll just keep one perk on hold just in case there's something I really want to unlock. Alright, once you start seeing that you have no ore that can be transmuted is in effect, then you are ready to proceed along. God, I'm glad to see him get that great sword though. Doing a lot more damage against this type of person is just amazing. Back in Whiterun, I'm going to wait until 12 hours just to let it be daylight and for War Maidens to have opened up. Sometimes War Maidens won't open up for quite some time. And now let's take a look at another mod. Smithing is very tedious to get up, so this mod is very simple. Smelting equals experience. With all that smelting, we have increased our smithing and gotten ourselves up to level 6, which was the target all the time. More magicka, and then let's see. Is there anything I'm going to want right now? We're not about to begin enchanting yet, and smithing we're still a little ways off, but maybe we can boost smithing just a little bit more. And of course the blacksmith forge. As before, as I mentioned, the more valuable the thing you can make, the more it's going to get your experience up. And of course, you know, if you've got jewels in tow, then you can make jeweled necklaces and such. I'm just going to make a bunch of gold necklaces. I'd like to get my smithing up to 30 if I could, because at smithing 30 you unlock Dwarven, not Orcish, Dwarven, and you can make a couple good things out of Dwarven. Now, yes, you're gonna say scrub again. Here's the thing, my normal method for getting my smithing up is just to buy a bunch of leather strips and make a bunch of iron daggers. And pretty much you can just go around Skyrim repeatedly buying from every vendor until you do that. So again, just a time saver. For some reason, Belethor doesn't open up his general goods store for quite some time. He's a lazy man, he is. Come on, Belethor. There you go. And we're just gonna sell off what we got. Belethor is a bit of a crook, so he'll take less than the actual value, so that's fine. I'm not having a problem with that. Sell off all of the stuff we've made. Any extras? Actually, I think I might want to equip that ring. I mean, it's not great, but I'm going to be using a lot more magicka. Sell off all the stuff. Remember, we don't get to use potions on this particular rule set. Also, don't forget to sell off your gems. I mean, yeah, you can make a little bit more money by crafting more valuable necklaces, but that doesn't really become a thing until much later on. So, I think that's everything.
Do come back.
I'm going to give Benor one mammoth tusk to hold on to.
What do you need to
And of course, that other mammoth tusk is for Isolde.
Once I've made enough.
Here it is.
Thank you. As promised, let me show you a thing.
Thank you. Oh, she gives me more speech. Okay, so now that we've hit level 6 already, it's time to move on to the next phase, and I will show you exactly why I've been hoarding up all this very strange stuff. Back at the Whiterun stables, and we're going to make use of Bjorlim's services. We want to go to Winterhold. Yes.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Now that we are in Winterhold, we're just going to turn south and walk a little bit of a ways out of town. The reason for that is ice wolves do not spawn until you are level 6. You just don't run into them. So I'm going to go ahead and find one. There's usually one running around outside of town if you go far south enough. And there he goes. Now ice wolves are a bit tougher, so be careful. Wait. There you go. And I'm doing this because you can stack up the burn damage a lot better by spamming. There you go, spamming it. And we will need an ice wolf pelt. Now there is one thing we haven't got, which that is one thing I consider a disadvantage for this kind of playthrough with the unofficial patch, is that had you gone through Helgen without the patch on, then the bear that you encountered in there would just be a standard bear, and you'd get a bear pelt from it, and a bear pelt is something that I need. Unfortunately, the unofficial Skyrim patch makes that bear into a cave bear, and a cave bear pelt is for some reason not the same as any other pelt, and so therefore I cannot use it for what I wanted to use it for. But there are places that you can find bear pelts, and sometimes even, well, we're just going to get into it in just a moment. I'm going to be heading up to the college here, because the college is the site of where we're going to do all our magic, so to speak. Of course, grab up all the snowberries. Snowberries are very valuable for potion making. Right, all the snowberries gathered up, and we're going to run into Fir Alta here.
Cross
Hi.
the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous, and the gate will not open.
What is this place, blah?
This is the College of Winterhold.
And may I enter?
Perhaps. But what is it you
And
expect
I'm just
to
going to
find
say I want to
within?
unravel the mysteries, whatever.
It would seem not just a small test.
And you want to take her test. Now, there's a small chance that what we want, she will give us. And the test usually entails cast a spell. She will give us a spell to cast, and oftentimes she will sell us that spell at a ridiculously low price. I'll take your test.
Excellent. The flame attribute
Oh,
is a
wonderful.
vital
This is what I hope to
companion
see.
relying on conjuration.
Okay,
Someone
I don't know
here
that
would
spell,
say
though.
No. Or
And she
you can
will
try
sell
your
it to you
luck
for
with one of the
30
court
gold. That
wizards
is like a
around
tenth
Skyrim.
of the cost.
Here you are. Now I'm anxious to see you cast it.
That is wonderful. See, the bear pelt, I'm going to just say it, we're going to use the Atronach Forge to make all the Atronachs we're going to need, as well as another very valuable spell that I often cast. But, since the bear pelt is hard to come across, then it's just a boon, a benefit, that she will sometimes choose the Flame Atronach as what to sell you. So, Flame Atronach out.
Ease off on the magic.
Well done indeed.
I think I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside.
Okay, perfect. Now, I'm not interested in talking to her or to Mirabelle Irvine. I'm just going to go into the college. Alright, now that we're in the college, I'm going to check. I'm not 100% certain, but this is one place we might possibly get a free frost salts, because the frost salts is one of the things we're going to need for making ourselves a frost atronach, which we're not going to use yet. That's a little bit overpowered. Plus, we don't really have what we need to make it. But in here, you will actually find a room with all these alchemy ingredients that you can just have. It's all free. College students gain access to this stuff. And I forgot to check if anything here was frost salts, but you know, there's fire salts here. That's if you manage to get your hands on a bear pelt, then you know you could use that to make yourself a nice set of Flame Atronach. Also in this room, you've got a couple display cases with just some free soul gems in here. And soul gems are going to be valuable because enchanting is valuable. I'm going to take it all up, and I'm just going to check and see if frost salts was something that I got. No, unfortunately no. Well, there's one more place I'm going to check, because just as soon as you enter the college, you're given free access to certain things. And in your room, one of the free things is going to be void salts, which is another thing that we need. So let me just go ahead and head out to the other side. And even if you don't talk to Mirabelle, you still gain access to the Hall of Attainment, and you still have a room that is assigned to you. It's the first room on the right. And of course, there's some void salts. I need that. Vampire dust and a couple of ice wraith teeth. Wonderful. And of course, one free common soul gem. Now, I'm going to just check around these rooms real quick, see if there's some frost salts in any of them. Again, if I had kept the frost salts from What's-Her-Face from Arcadia, then, you know, I could have gone ahead and used those. But fear not. As we are dishonest, we're going to be stealing all the soul gems that are here. And what do you know, there's actually some frost salts up here. Yoink. And that's actually everything we need. Wonderful. It's time to head out. Of course, you want to do all your stealing in absolute secrecy, but another place you can find some frost salts and get them for free, i.e. 5-finger discount, is in Riften. The court mage, after about 1 AM, goes to her bed, and you could basically rob her entire thing blind. She has no idea what's going on, and she's never actually called me out on it. I've never had a hit squad come from her. So we head into the midden. One entrance is right over here. And in the midden, we're going to find a couple other things that are just sort of the final things we need to make what we're going for here. The only thing you have to really worry about in here is an ice wraith, and there's a draugr. And don't forget to take a look at this knife, because there's always a knife here with some kind of enchantment on it, and we're going to want that enchantment. We'll also harvest the Bleeding Crown. So let's see how we do against the Ice Wraith. Come on, Benor. Let's see how we do against the Ice Wraith. My Flame Atronach's not exactly doing awesome here. Oh, we did wonderfully against the Ice Wraith. Excellent. And Ice Wraith Essence is good for selling, and we'll eat the Ice Wraith Teeth. Now, in here, you can actually find most of what you need to make one specific book. I'm going to grab a salt pile. And there are Torchbug Thoraxes in this stairwell. Torchbug Thoraxes, as well as being ingredients for alchemy, are also very good for making a book of Soul Trap. Some fire salts right here if you're going to be making a Flame Atronach, but we don't have, unfortunately, the bear pelt for that, but we don't need it because Fir Alta sold it to us for free. So I'm going to go ahead and grab from Benor all the ingredients.
What do you need to take?
All the ingredients that I've been making him hold on to. And let's begin our dark and dangerous work. So, in the offering box, if you will combine 1 salt pile and 1 Torchbug Thorax with a ruined book and any size soul gem, it doesn't matter, empty or not, with that combined, activate the pull bar and you get 1 absolutely free Spell Tome of Soul Trap. Now, the recipe for the Flame Atronach would be Dragon's Tongue, if you got it, as well as fire salts, and a bear pelt and a book. Unfortunately, we do not have a bear pelt, so we're going to be skipping that one. But we will put in the frost salts as well as the it's Frost Miriam is what you need, and then the Ice Wolf pelt and 1 ruined book. Pull the trigger. And you get a Spell Tome of Conjure Frost Atronach. But wait, there's more. 1 Death Bell, plus 1 Void Salts, plus 1 Mammoth Tusk, and 1 Ruined Book. Not burnt, ruined book. Makes you... Oi, come on. A Storm Atronach summoning book, which is wonderful. These are very powerful spells. Normally they cost quite a bit. You gain access to them earlier, and if you happen to get in a bind that you need a much more powerful Atronach for, and you happen to have the mana to support it, then boom, 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 you can use it. So I'm going to go ahead and hotbar all of these. Soul Trap is going to become my right hand, and great. Now, one of the fixes that comes from the unofficial patch, which is one of the main reasons that I'm still using it, is it actually fixes the Soul Trap spell. You cast Soul Trap, that's actually a ball that you can shoot. Normally, Spell Trap in the OG Skyrim, ooh, or a Alchemy, didn't know about that. Normally, in OG Skyrim, without the unofficial patch, the Soul Trap is just sort of an invisible effect with a very limited range. But since this is the unofficial patch version, then having range on that actually makes it much better. Now, just to test it out, ooh, orange Dartwing, I'll take that. There's a Draugr up there, and we hit him. I think we hit him. Maybe we didn't hit him. We definitely hit him there. No, you don't. And boom, we got a Petty Soul out of that. And that's more or less what I'm going to be using in my right hand from here on out, is the Soul Trap. That's very, very good. So yes, indeedy, doodly doodly, we have got what we came here for. And I think that's going to be it for this part. We're coming in at just under an hour, and when I cut the footage down, it's going to be, you know, probably less than that. But I think next episode, we need to focus on getting Benor kitted out. And so that's what we're going to be focusing on. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Once again, I am Alex, also known as Solonus Dracone. Please don't forget to like, leave a comment, or, more importantly than ever now, subscribe, since I can't start making money again until I hit 1,000 subscribers. And you all have a great day. Goodbye.